Hi, it's Jeff with Oru Kayak. This is an exciting topic because we're going to talk about things that put a smile on our face. And for me, that's kayaking. Kayaking is a low impact sport for the most part. To get in your kayak and be able to paddle around some of the bays, some of the lakes, some of the non-aggressive rivers. Really a pretty way to see the country. 2/3 of the world is covered in water, and you can go explore that. If you have a light kayak, like an Oru foldable kayak, you can take these boats just about anywhere and really enjoy being out on the water. If you're coming back from injury, say there's something that might have happened, you've knee surgery, anything from your waist down, once you're in your boat, it's like a new avatar. You get to go and paddle, and you can move freely wherever you want to go in this boat because you don't need to support your weight. You're sitting in a comfortable position and you can paddle safely and see a lot of cool things. A lot of our national parks have opened up some of the waterways inside the park. I'll tell you, first time I paddled in Yosemite, I spent 3 hours looking at things that I've climbed or hiked, and it was even more special being that I was seeing it from the water. If you find yourself in a situation where you can paddle downwind, there's a term for it, they call it downwinder. So original. But that's where you would get a shuttle. You'd start from this higher location and you'd ride the wind down. When you're going with the wind, there's a little bit of a skill set that you need to be able to do a stern rudder. We talk about that in one of our videos. I'd highly recommend you check that out. But you can ride the wind to your location and you don't have to work as hard when you're out there. And when you're actually on the wind waves going down, it's quite enjoyable as well. Also, if you find yourself planning your trip where you're riding the tides, i.e. if you're gonna take a kayak trip and you're gonna ride the flood down and then wait for the ebb, the water coming back out, you can ride that ebb out. It's gonna save your arms in the long run, and if the wind picks up, you're gonna be that much better off and makes for an enjoyable day. I was just recently on the Snake River. It runs through Idaho and Wyoming, and that river runs at 7 miles per hour. Now there's sections of it that aren't whitewater and they still move quite quickly. And if you have a shuttle set up where you enter the river at one section and you take out downriver, you can really have an enjoyable kayak or float, even if you don't want to paddle. Look for those type of opportunities for low impact exercise. Another thing that can be a barrier to kayaking is, how do I get my boat to the water, right? If you have a trailer, that's fine. You don't have to lift it that high. But trying to pick up a kayak, especially a sea kayak, and get that baby on top of your car and then get it down to the water can be pretty taxing on your back and on your shoulders. We've got a boat that's under 25 pounds. I can pick it up with one hand, and if I don't have to put it on the top of a large vehicle, I can slide it into my van, per se. I can be down on the water in a quick process without having to worry too much about tie downs or making sure that the front is tied down, the sides are tied down, all that stuff. Any way that you can get to the water easier, you're gonna tend to use your kayak more and have more fun doing it. I love paddling, puts a big smile on my face. I hope this was helpful for you. If there's some other things you'd be interested in hearing about, we'd be happy to make an instructional video. Just leave the comments in the comment bar down below, and we look forward to making a video for you in the future. I'm Jeff with Oru Kayak. and I look forward to seeing you out there on the water.